Hey family, my name is Clem de la Creme. Thank you for being here with me right now. So, the last 2 days were my Intro to Ableton class and today my Sound Engineering class. And in the Intro to Ableton class, this week we focused on MIDI files. And one of the things that we looked at was basically the effects that you can put on MIDI files, as well as understanding that you can use all these different things to create really intricate, sounds and melodies by not actually doing a whole lot. And you change a few settings like through the effects, like the arpeggiator and stuff like that. So basically, you can be holding down one note. If you have the scale and the arpeggiator on the MIDI file, and it'll be creating these melodies that go along with whatever scale you're working with. So you can have chords and have, like I said, very intricate sound without having to do a whole lot. So I'm definitely going to be using that in my future, my future creations. And after class, I hung out at the main little lounge area where students chill, and I was just working on my assignment for tomorrow, and it turned out to be a remix of one of my friend's tracks, but I'm still trying to tweak the voices and the pitching of it to make it sound right. So I asked him to send through the vocal samples so I could have the individual ones, not just the whole bus that has layers of vocals over it. And it makes it harder to to get clean vocal chops. So I'm trying to chop different phrases, and because there might be another voice in the background going over the same section saying something slightly different, that it doesn't make it sound as clean. So hopefully he'll send that to my email soon. But yeah, I started tackling a new style for me, at least. It was a deep house track. So it's a deep house remix that I'm working on of my friend's piece, and worked on that for a bit, grocery shop and whatnot. And I'm trying to change around my sleeping schedule, because for those of you that know me, I have strange sleeping schedules where I'm up late, sometimes I'm up early, and I'm trying to change it to where I'm waking up early every day, at least 6 a.m., maybe even earlier. Because one of the times when I had the best study habits was when I was studying Chinese, and I was taking a summer school at Donghua University, and I would be trying to do the homework assignments and keeping up with everything. But at night I'd be tired, and I'm trying to study these characters or whatever, and I'm kind of sleepy, not learning as much. And so I decided, it's taking me longer to do the same amount of work because I'm so tired doing this, working on this. So I started waking up at 3:34 in the morning to do my work back then, and I was killing it. I was one of the best in the class, and I really enjoyed it. So right now I'm trying to do that again, but now I'm doing the music stuff that I love. So I stopped drinking coffee yesterday. I'm trying to stick true to that. We'll see how that goes. Not just coffee, caffeine also. Because supposedly if you cut out caffeine, you actually just get natural energy from just the foods and the vitamins and stuff that you have. So, excuse me. So hopefully I will not be needing caffeine to keep myself, hiccups, to keep myself going. But I don't think I've ever really cut caffeine. I've cut it back, but I've never made a conscious decision to to not drink coffee or to not have caffeine. So I'm gonna give that a go. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if it's actually gonna change my energy levels or not, but we shall see. For today, I'm not having caffeine. And so I tried to get in bed pretty early, but didn't go to sleep till at least midnight, maybe a little later. But I was in bed at 9, I think, and I woke up early. I woke up at 6. I had a nice 30-minute meditation right when I woke up. Had a nice breakfast, and took a shower and stuff, and like everything was like pretty, like not rushed. Whereas more recently it's like how it's been. And I've also, if I had more time, I could have done more work this morning or worked on some music then. But that was that. Walked to school. Great. It was a beautiful sunny day. Really cold, but nice and bright outside. And today was sound engineering. And so for this particular class in sound engineering, we got broken into groups. And these are groups for basically the project for the whole semester. And what we're going to be doing is recording a piece, from top to bottom. And we're recreating somebody else's piece. So we're going to be essentially creating a cover song. And we're going to be recording drums, guitars, and vocals. So they have basically studio artists coming in to help us with this. So they have a studio drummer, studio vocalist, and a studio guitarist for the sessions. But I have no idea. I don't know if the vocalist is a guy or a girl. And so today we got broken into groups, and we all had to decide what song we wanted to do. So we spent a while going back and forth, talking about different music, checking out different YouTube videos and stuff of artists that we thought we might want to do, and talking about like why we would want to do a specific one versus another one. At first we were looking at Tiny Desk concerts and acoustic ones, and some people in my group at first were like, let's do one that's like just straight up already acoustically done, and we can just do it straightforward like that. But then a couple of others of us were like, no, let's be creative and let's have some fun with this and kind of have our own twist and spin on it. And they were easily swayed to come back over, not come back over to it, but to change their view and to be like, all right, let's do something cool, maybe something that hasn't been done before, or at least in a different way, put our own little spin and flavor on it. So we listened to a bunch of different stuff, like some Mac Miller, I remember we were listening to, and Third Eye Blind, Metallica, Innocent Pack, and we ended up settling on Georgia Smith. But we were trying to see, like a song that could be translated and be done differently. So we're gonna strip it back and make it like chiller and slower than what it is, because the one we chose is faster. It's almost a little bit like UK garage music, garage music. So we're doing that. Got Lou and Steven and Charlie in the group, and Charlie, his music theory game is above the rest of us. Shout out Charlie. And so what we did is we put down the basic chords and the structure of the piece, like how it broke down, like where's the intro, where's the verses, where's the choruses and pre-choruses and whatnot, where are the different changes. And so with the keyboard, we laid out, Charlie laid out the MIDI, the chords, and then he also laid out the bass line, or a bass line for it, and then we created a little drum sample that we could throw in the background, because we need a guide to be able to show the different studio musicians. And thanks to Charlie, like we're done. We got all that stuff finished, and I think that might be like what we are kind of working on for the next couple weeks for certain parts of it. So yeah, it saved us a bunch of time, and just got to marvel at somebody who's really good at what they do. And not much else on that front. We got to to work on the mixing board a bit and do more like just like side chaining things and using the I'm gonna say this all wrong. What is it? I'm still new to using the lingo and stuff, but basically it's just connecting different stuff for a different signal flow, and running some of the different sounds through different buses and running them through different compressors, but in the analog section, not like digitally. It wasn't like through Ableton. We had Ableton running, but we were using the chords to connect the different things to see how the signal's flowing through inputs and outputs, and on the board, like where everything is. So we got about 30 minutes with our group on the mixing board working on that. which is cool. But because of this lack of caffeine today, I was getting like kind of drowsy, and I was like hard to focus. My teacher's talking, explaining all this stuff, and I'm not there. I'm not as focused. And so we had a break. During the break, I was about to break and have a coffee. I'm like, I'm gonna get that coffee right now, because then I'll be able to be up and alert and focused. And I was like, no, you at least got to give this a try to see what this, if you feel, I do get natural energy from not having caffeine. But it was tough, especially because I'm like, well, I'm in school and in class, and I should be alert for all these things. I'm like, well, there's never gonna be a good time to not be drinking coffee. There's always gonna be something in the day that's gonna be like, well, you should be, focused for this or alert for that. And so I'm just pushing through it. And I know that just leaves some more time on the boards and stuff, and going over notes, like, I'll be much better. It'll be good. But yeah. It's been a good couple of days. The week's been starting well. Just glad to be around everybody who's in my life, because tomorrow's not promised. Later's not promised. People leave their house in the morning and some people don't come back. So just make the most of every moment, and the people you have in your life, today, right now, let people know that you care. And smile. But yeah, like I said, it's been a good couple days. I'm probably rambling now, so I'm gonna cut it. But my name is Clem de la Creme. I love you. I look forward to seeing you next time. Peace.